Hi there, I'm Sean Wilmot and I've been an automotive commentator for just over 38 years. Most of my job involves driving and critically reviewing cars and tyres and bits and pieces, just so that you can make informed decisions about the things you should buy for your vehicle. And this means I get to drive all sorts of cars over all sorts of terrain and on a vast array of tyres. In order to stay in pole position, Michelin has changed the tyres. The Pilot Sport 4 borrows from Michelin's 120-year motorsport heritage and has proven so popular that since its release in 2016, it has become Michelin's top-selling tyre. The Pilot Sport 5 replaces the Pilot Sport 4, and for Michelin and those who appreciate the finer things in the automotive world, it's more than just a number change. We're going through a couple of shady patches where you might find it's a little bit wet, possibly a little bit slick, but for the most part, we're experiencing a lot of dry conditions here. And that's really good because the Pilot Sport 5s really do excel in the dry. What it's actually doing is giving me a predictability. Oh, I love this part of the road. I love the scenery through here. It's just fantastic. Magnificent stuff. Feels like I'm driving in Europe. Roads are so much cleaner too. And here we go, nice bit of corrective there. Those tyres are really holding on beautifully around that. That was much faster than I'd take my normal car. But these tyres are just doing the business. They're just rocketing around these corners. Visually, the Pilot Sport 5 is distinguished by what Michelin calls dual sport tread design. As part of each tyre's development, Michelin uses independent testing to validate wet and dry lap and braking times. With the PS5, we have these massive great ridges here that provide maximum amount of grip in all weather conditions, but especially to dry. On the inside of the tyre, however, we've got these big channels, wide open spaces, and these are designed specifically to channel the water that comes out of the main groove and spurts it straight out the side, so that gives the tyre a nice, big, healthy dose of grip on the inside, which is absolutely brilliant when it comes to maximizing that grip potential. So with the PS4, we have this contact patch here, which changes shape, and that's what gives it the grip. But on the PS5, we've got a maximized tyre contact patch, which again, goes even further to extend the longevity of the tyre, and that's the big difference. Longevity, grip, and aesthetics are key to the Pilot Sport formula, but these are total performance tyres with 10 quality considerations built in. With each generational development, those 10 KPIs must either remain as good as they were previously or show a measurable improvement. Nice tight little hairpin coming up through here. Bit of slinky stuff, that's okay, we can cope. We're just on this nice bit here. I can feel these Michelins just helping the Volkswagen point the car exactly in the right direction. Everything is ringing true as far as grip is concerned. Man, get these tyres warmed up and they are absolutely fantastic for holding onto the road. Some things have carried over between the Pilot Sport 4 and the Pilot Sport 5, so Michelin hasn't really reinvented the wheel or the tyre. Dynamic response technology offsets a car's inherent understeer characteristics, which front-wheel drive cars are especially prone to. But it's the good stuff which they've left in place, like the internal composition of the tyre, which is a mixture of nylon and aramid, which some people will recognise as Kevlar. So what I'm feeling through this is really the whole thing with Michelin's dynamic response technology, and that fact that the tyres are actually contributing to preventing the understeer characteristics. I mean, I'm going through these corners at pretty lickety-quick speeds, and yeah, my gut feeling is saying, are you really capable of coping with this corner at this speed? And it's the tyres and their dynamic response technology that's actually helping me to go through it. It's working just like the best of an electronic stability control program, but it feels more engaging as far as I'm concerned because I'm the one that's in control. We're just about at the end of the day, but before we wrap it up completely, there's just a couple of little things that I need to point out because Michelin has made some innovations that are particularly useful and very, very user-friendly. These little devices here, These are actually tread wear indicators, and they make it very, very easy to see exactly how much life you've got left in your tyre. As the tyre wears, those holes will go down along with the tread of the tyre. So you can see when they've come down to where they have a solid position, that's basically your 1.6 millimeter tread depth wear indicator, time to replace your tyre. Now Michelin has got, bar none, the sexiest sidewall of any tyre manufacturer in the globe. There is no coming away from that. And what they've done with the Michelin Pilot Sport 5 is they've played on that to the maximum level. What you've got here is this lovely silky strip, which if you rub your finger across it, feels just like a mink blanket. It's actually significantly different rubber to touch and to feel. And what it does is it basically accentuates the quality, the premium quality of this tyre. Remember the phrase, safe when new, safe when worn. For more information, visit www.michelin.co.nz.